Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Happy Inkvent. I'm so excited to finally start getting into Diamine's Inkvent calendar for 2025. This is the Teal Edition. I received it in the mail, I believe, sometime in late October, maybe very early November, but I'm pretty sure it was late October. But anyway, I kept it in the package covering this for all that time until just yesterday. I'm really good about avoiding spoilers. And speaking of the PSA I gave in every video last year, of course, do whatever you want with your own Inkvent calendar. You bought it, whatever your possessions, but at least have the decency to put social media spoilers and hide stuff if you're going to share stuff before the actual day or even during the day. Not everyone has a chance to open the calendar at the same time, schedules and time zones. And anyway, but let's just start getting down with it. This is number one, the first slot. This looks a lot more dark teal, traditionally true teal in person, because when I saw the pictures, this looks more turquoise than teal. I know that's some people is it turquoise, is it teal, is it a cross between the two? But anyway, teal is my third favorite color, like green. And well, let's just stop blabbing and open it. Hopefully people are still watching me by this point, and this will also be my very first time trying overhead filming. Hopefully I do not humiliate myself in my first attempt at filming. Ooh, this is beautiful. Celestial skies. This is a really lovely tealy color. It really matches well with the calendar theme. It's beautiful, like bluish green, or wow, this is so pretty. And this is a shimmer ink that the particles look green. Oh, this is going to be really, really fun. So I will see you guys with my first ever attempt at overhead filming, and I hopefully will not humiliate myself too badly. That's an absolutely beautiful shade of teal. I most profusely apologize to you guys for the visible tripod arm. It was such a huge, stressful thing to figure out how to film facing the right direction. It's, wow, I probably need another tripod, but this is an absolutely, beautiful color. And I do also apologize about the fading light. Wow, that's a really, really pretty shimmer showing through. And I'm also having to film this standing up because I guess I did not get the best tripod for my needs of overhead filming. So I have to, shake this up again for the next go throughs. That's always one of the, pains about using shimmer inks, that if you don't go really, really quickly, it'll just, settle down to the bottom, and you have to keep agitating it over and over again if you're using a dip pen or painting with it or swatching. But wow, this is an absolute winner right out of the damn ballpark, right out of the gate on the first day. I could see myself, putting this in a pen pretty much immediately. Wow, this is, and it's a really beautiful wintry color. Wow, I mean, I can't say enough about how much I absolutely love this color, and it really goes well with the theme of teal for the Inkvent calendar. Wow, I cannot say more. I'm sorry, I'm sounding like an idiotic broken record, but I'm really, really, really digging this color. This is so freaking awesome. I had to figure out how to position the swatch card so it would still fit into the screen. This is just really not an ideal filming position at all, but thankfully I at least do have some way of filming overhead. I'm sorry if this writing looks absolutely terrible. I'm not used to writing standing up. Celestial skies. Skies, and then I'll write the brand name and the Inkvent day at the top, and do a quick little writing sample with it, and do some miniature swatching on the page. I got this notebook just for using for the Inkvent swatching and little writing samples this year. I know that looks absolutely terrible. My writing usually looks a lot better than this, but I'm just basically forced to write standing up. So I just feel like even more of a stooge than before. But now for a different reason. Diamine Inkvent. Is that in the? That's at least that's in the frame. Diamine Inkvent, and this is the Cult Pens exclusive J. Urban dip pen, which I also got from their summer sale, and it finally arrived in October along with the Inkvent calendar. Diamine Inkvent 2025, day 1. Hopefully I can squeeze all that in. And 2025, day 1. Now, as the Inkvent progresses, of course, I'll have a much more streamlined process for dealing with this instead of just like, blabbing and sounding like a total idiot on camera. Now, I saw a couple of people, I don't want to like say which name particularly, because I believe I saw more than one person doing swatches like this, but like, if I'm wrong, correct me or whatever. If you are that person watching it, tell me this was your idea. So I saw this person putting a little bit of ink in the hypodermic needle for, it's not even in the frame, I'm such an idiot, for, when you do like swatches and stuff like that sometimes, or for filling the cartridge. I'm sounding like an idiot, broken record. This is unscripted. So anyway, they put some of the ink in this. So while I can see that beautiful shimmer, and they would take the needle part off and just like, shoot it down for a little like splotchy thing on the paper. Let's see how this goes. Just a little bit. Oh, damn it. That's way more than I needed. Oh, bollocks. I feel like such a complete idiot. But hey, live and learn. Maybe I won't do that the next few days. Just decant that back into the bottle as quickly as possible. Put the thing back on. It's probably going to like be bleeding like hell onto the next page. Let's just see how much I can suck up. I was not expecting to look like that much of an idiot on a camera. Well, somehow miraculously, it has not bled over onto the second page and doesn't even look like it's bleeding through on the back of this page. That's like awesome. And I have seen a number of people doing this. They put like some splotches on the page and then they just like rub like a plastic thing over it. I'm not like really sure what they like this. I've never done this before, so I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing. Practice makes perfect. Theirs looks a little bit different than mine. There's, I guess, more delicate sort of. They didn't put that much like ink down on the paper, but that's a different way to get two different kinds of colors. And I'll just do a short little writing sample and then I'll be back. So there is the full writing sample, which I took of this absolutely gorgeous ink. Again, I apologize most profusely for this. Looks completely amateurish yet again for different reasons. My first time trying overhead filming. Obviously, this was not the tripod I needed because like I just can't get everything in frame without showing the tripod legs. And that's kind of humiliating for me, but I had such a great time writing with it. Normally, I do not write nearly this large and sloppy, but it was a broad nib. I put it into, and I just wanted to like use up all of the page and like showcase it to its fullest ability. I put it in the Delta Duna Tulipani, which is an Atlas exclusive. It's now all sold out. I got number 2 out of, I believe, number 110. So this is like it's an absolutely perfect pairing. I cannot say enough about how much I absolutely love this ink. Immediately I would totally get a full bottle of this beauty. It's all a learning experience. Like hopefully tomorrow I will not make that humiliating mistake of putting a huge blob on the page. I will put far less ink in the hypodermic needle and like decant it a little bit properly. This is going to be a whole learning experience for me, this Inkvent. So if you have watched all the way to the end, thank you guys very, very much for your patience. Maybe leave some tips and tricks down below for me so I don't look so like stupid and stooge like in future videos. Like, how did you learn how to do like overhead filming properly? But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.